welcome to my second video. I know it's been longer than a week. I'm getting there, I'm working on it, I'm trying to figure all of this out. So, sticking with the plan of recovery, we all know that in order to change, we can't stick to the same things and doing the same things, and that is something that artists taught me. So what I'm going to do during this video is use some stencils. The very first part of this video is going to be of me uploading my Cricut and getting my stuff ready so that you can see the Cricut do the cut. I won't do the whole entire cut, but I will get a little bit of that in there, and also just talk a little bit about recovery. Okay guys, like I said, I'm not going to talk too much during this portion, only because I just want you guys to kind of see how it starts and what I'm doing, and then we will go into the actual painting. I just wanted to let you guys see, have everything loaded up, and I'm going to start the cut. If you guys have never used one of these, they are pretty handy, just to cut out stencils and to cut out some vinyls and stuff. Okay, I'm back. I have everything cut. I've got everything kind of laid out to where I am seeing it to go. However, my theme for today and for always pretty much is let's see where it goes, and you know, there really are no mistakes. There's just corrections. We have to find that path. And when you're in recovery, don't get me wrong, there are mistakes. You can relapse. You can mess up again. But we have to reframe those looks and how we see them. Because when you mess up or you relapse, it's not the end of the world. Yes, we messed up. Yes, it happened again. Yeah, it sucks. But if we reframe that and say, hey, I made it this far. I can keep going. I can keep doing it. I just have to do this. I have to put this down. I gotta keep on the straight. I gotta keep doing what I need to do for me. That's where we make change. A lot of people, a lot of courts, a lot of everything put so much stress on you cannot mess up again, you cannot mess up again, you cannot mess up again. Well, let's be real. This is the real world. We are real people. People mess up. Things mess up. I don't ever want to be political at all, but I mean, look at the president. He literally has felonies against him, and he is the president of the United States. Do we like that fact? Some will say yes, some will say no. However, it's what happened. So if you mess up, it's not the end of the world. If you make a mistake, we can fix it. We can do better. We can do something else. It's not the end. We need to keep looking at things as if the world isn't perfect, because it's not. Nor do we want it to be. Why would we want the world to be perfect? In a world of perfect, there is no room for mistakes. In a world of perfect, we're all the same. And I don't like being the same. And in this world, the one we're living in right now on October 29th, 2025, we are definitely living in a world where we don't need everything to be the same. We have so much right now that is going on in this world that we all need to bring our strengths together, our differences together, and be better. And see, this is one of the things I'm talking about with being different or perfect. I just saw something, I wasn't going to go a certain direction, and I changed my mind. I think this painting needs a little bit more of a flair. This painting needs is something different. Now we all have an opportunity coming up in the next couple weeks to help each other, and I hope as a world we do it. If as a world, as a United States, we band together in this time, I know that we will be able to get through a lot more things. And I know everybody kind of knows what I'm talking about. Like I said, with the government shutdown, there's things going on that we need to get on the same page. And I am hoping that we do. However, if we do not, we will still be okay. For me, this recovery thing took a lot of time, it took a lot of patience, and it took a lot of being able to tell myself that I was doing the right thing. And we need to be able to tell ourselves that. And we need to be able to tell ourselves that this is for us. And that's why I say none of this has to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. In our world, everything that I have learned is that you just need to do the right thing. You need to do the right thing for you, the things that matter. Like in my life, it was making sure my kids had an apartment or a hotel. It was making sure that I was getting my kids to school on time. It was making sure that I was taking care of myself so that my children could take care of themselves. And that's it. And once I started doing that, I started enjoying life a little bit more, enjoying certain things about myself. And in the last video, I explained me and my ex-wife are dating again. And, you know, we had a lot of problems. We had a lot of issues. We had a lot of stuff that we had to work out. And because we did that, because we are doing that, because we're not finished. This is the one thing about recovery that I do really like, is that we're almost never done. We always have something to keep working on. And I like that. I like knowing, I like being able to process the fact that I'm not done. I'm not done with this world. I'm not done with what this world needs from me. I'm just not done. And to me, that is something that's kind of cool. And in this process, I know to some people it seems kind of silly that I'm out here making a video and talking like this. But to me, this is what helps me get through. It's what helps me also. And hopefully, with everything that I've been through in my life, my goal is so that somebody else who is possibly having just as a hard time as I had will have someone to be able to talk to them, or at least hear that everything's going to be okay. In the end, guys, everything is going to be okay. And that is quite all right. Nothing ever has to be perfect, and it's allowed to be just okay. And that in itself is a lesson. All right. I'll talk a little bit about more about my painting, actual painting. The reason I paint is because it provides me that space to not be perfect, not to be everything, but it also just lets me go. I don't know if you guys kind of notice, but I don't have a lot of rhyme or reason why I do the paintings I do. I do them because I like them. I do them because they come up. I do it because it lets me focus. And because in my everyday life, I feel like raising my kids, you know, sometimes you do have to be the rule setter and you have to do all these things. And I just don't like always having to follow rules. Now, all of you artists out there are going to say there's rules with art and you need to follow them and all that stuff. I get it. I understand. There's things I could do better. There are things I could do different. There are definitely things that need to be done a little bit different. However, I just do it to do it, and I don't really let anything else get in my way. All right. This is going to be interesting. I just realized that with some of my spraying, I sprayed up into the thing, so we're going to see some little back sprays, and I think I actually like that a lot more than I think I'm going to. In my head, it seems really freaking awesome. So let's see if it turns out that way, huh? I was gonna do just some stars, but I think I'm gonna do some different, just misting. Recently, I've gotten into this whole misting thing, and I think I kind of like it. Definitely can overdo it a little bit. But what's the fun if you don't overdo it, right? You know, if you're gonna stay sober, they say to find something you love, to make sure you keep doing that thing. Because you're not gonna do something if you don't love it. So first of all, you gotta love yourself. Second of all, you gotta love the things you do, and you gotta love being sober while doing them. This thing, to me, this is the best thing in the world right here. Here we go. See what we got. Oh, sweet. All right. Couple last words just for this. Guys, be kind to people. Have a blessed week. And I will do everything I can to see what else I can do for getting other content out there. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed week. Hey guys, thanks for watching today, and please subscribe to my channel. Just getting out there new, so every subscription helps me get my word out. So please hit that like button, please hit the subscribe button, And thank you for painting with me.